growing up in nursery school, in primary school, and also in the villages, we used to play games when we were small boys, and some of those games were not very friendly. They were very hostile because they involved some tags of, don't know what to say tag of war, but they were very rough games, rough games, and you are going to bear with me witness that we used to do something like this with our heart, yes, and trying to apply some force in our palms, and the more we applied some force allowed this part, the firm this part became, this part. And if you increased the grip here, this part would rise up, and if you released this part would go down. And as part of competition on who is who in the arena of wrestling, this used to be a part of pre-qualifying someone, or even saying that this person is going to win, this person is not going to win in this kind of America. Oh my goodness. Now, apart from that, we also used to look at how a person is built. For those people who are tall, they had some advantage. For those people who are blessed breadth-wise, because there is length, width, and height. The height, you are blessed, and also the width. Yes, they also had some advantage. Yes. And now when we grew up, the parameters that we continued to use in order to say that this person is going to win in this type of a game or a competition or an assignment changed. We started measuring things. How deep is your pocket? How deep is your wallet? And stuff like that. I remembered these things because there's something I want to share with you today in this video. Something along that line. But of course, before we do that, there is always what we say in prayer, because we believe that we do not do this for our own sake. And it is not by our energy that we have come this far. And not therefore we dare to say, Eccomi Signore, vengo per la tua volontà. Here I am, Lord, I come to do your will. This is the TPOOPA prayer. This is our prayer. Now, back to the basics. Having seen that introduction, then it means there's a place I want you to go. And let me add you another scenario. While still in primary school and those early years of education, teachers then used to promote people or pupils or even students not based on what was up here between the 2 ears, but they used to promote people based on the parameters that I had earlier on alluded to. How high or how tall a person is. Even if you are breasted here between the ears and you are just very short, you will not fare very well as a prefect, as a captain. I don't know, but things are changing. And I remember somewhere in Form 1, today I think it can be termed as a grade 9, our high school deputy principal then said that people are not made prefects based on how big they are. And he gave a very great examples. He mentioned one that I'll never forget. And he said that the bishop, the then bishop, was he of Nakuru? He said that Dingi Mwana and Zeki, despite his height, that did not prevent him from being a bishop. And of course leading the metropolitan see of Nairobi. And this also reminds me of even the emeritus bishop of the Archdiocese of Nyeri. And I've talked about his book in this channel, Samuel Waragu Senior YouTube channel. I talked about a book where he talks, or he alludes to how one time he was mistaken for someone else, yet he was the one, simply because of his beauty. Yeah? How big you are physically. And even today, you also, even when it comes to selecting of leaders, you also do the same. Go to a Catholic meeting, go to Embaraza, go to Nyumba Kumi. Look at the qualities of leadership. Look at the qualities of people and the leadership quality that people look up to when they are electing or nominating people or seconding people. Do you have, what type of a car do you drive? What is your bank account like? Are you divorced? Do you have a wife? How do you look physically? Are you attractive? Hey, yeah. It did. This was even there in the Kenyan general election of 2000 and what? 2000 and not 2002. 2007, I think, to 2007. Yeah, it was very common. So all those manner of things. So where am I going with this? Where I am going with this is this: that today, all these things, you could be having them, but still spend sleepless nights because there is something that you have not been able to achieve. You could be muscular, physically very strong, but you are still weak in other areas, and you may need help. You could have a very fat bank account, but at the middle of the night at 3 a.m., you are alert. Sleep is going, insomnia. You need help. You could have very many titles: Prof, DR, Doctor, Mheshimiwa, Honorable. But despite all that, you still need someone. Perhaps you keep despising along the streets. What am I saying? I'm saying that there is that silent thing that every one of us is called upon, irrespective of all other things. It may not even yield or even seem to yield results tangible at that particular time. But this is it. prayer. Do not ignore the power of prayers. You could be having all those things, fine, they are good. But never let it come at a time you are saying you don't see the point of prayer. You don't see the point of aligning your life spiritually in order to address some things, some challenges in your life. And on this, I also want to send you to another video that I made and I published in this YouTube channel of a book called Prince Caspian by C.S. Lewis. In that book, there's a character called Giants. And giants are making a lot of brothers. And he makes something very interesting. And it connects to the big preliminary introduction that I've made. Giants are big. But in Prince Caspian, by C.S. Lewis, they are making brothers. And he says that giants had stopped to be clever. They had stopped to be clever. So you could think that you can go to war with a giant because it is strong. But without the strength of the mind, you still lose the battle. And that is what it says. That is what happens in the book. I dare you to go and read that book. It is part of the comic, and I explained about it when I was talking about Ben Seto as the person who made me read that book. The same case here. You might be trusting your strength, your money, your social networks, but the unseen helper that we speak and communicate with through prayers cannot be matched with all these others. Please think about it. And before I go, allow me to tell you and to invite you to book therapies that I do. This is an introduction. I know I perhaps have not been talking about this one, but you also do reading books as a therapy. Please welcome. This is Samuel Waragu Senior, the TPOOPA Man, and in case you want to speak to us, write an email and inquire about mentorship, inquire about therapy. TPOOPAman@gmail.com. Let me spell that one for you. TPOOPAMAN@gmail.com. Do have a nice time.